disasters are beginning. I don't have anything that fits me properly since she was born, so I want to make an outfit that says I'm back. I'm going to a party this weekend and I have nothing to wear. This I've worn too much and this is way too much. I need to make something up. I don't have anything that fits me properly since Isha was born. So this year is all about rebuilding my wardrobe. This is the first time I'm getting dressed up properly after I've had Isha. So I want to make an outfit that says I'm back. I really didn't want to go out there and start buying more fabric. So I had to rummage through my stock first. And this is what I found. I found this gorgeous lace fabric. I bought it a while ago with no idea what to do with it. But I really like the idea of black lace and nude lining. Now I don't have nude lining, but I know exactly where to go. My favorite place. When it comes to black lace, I've been very inspired by this look. I've always wanted to do a nude and black lace outfit, and you guys have been tagging me in this look. So I went ahead and mixed the two and came up with this design. It's an evening do, so this is perfect. It screams mysterious, gothic, evening. I like it. The first thing to do is make my pattern because I don't have a paper pattern in my size. So let's start with that. As I told you, my favorite place did not disappoint. And I managed to get a hold of nude lining. Now this fabric is so gorgeous. Apparently it's called nida, which is what the fabric man told me. But just look at the drape of it. And also the color is almost matching to my skin tone. I also managed to get some sheer black dupatta fabric. This is my sheer black dupatta fabric. That's gonna go over the top area and also the drape. This drapes so nicely, so I'm looking forward to playing around with this. And I also managed to get these lace pieces. I'm not sure 100% if I'm going to use this. I just really, when it comes to lace, I just really like the idea of a scallop edge like that. So I'll see, I may use it on the hem, I may even use it on the sleeves. And if I don't make use of it anywhere else, I might just use it on my hijab on the side. I'm not sure if I'm a Chantilly hijab girl, but we'll have to give it a go. And then I also managed to get this. So let me show you closer. I think this is so cute. I'm thinking of using this on the bodice to give a sort of faux corset boning look. But this is also a maybe. This is the gorgeous lace. This is our sheer dupatta fabric. Can you see how it has tiny pleats, lines all the way down? I got that specifically. There were a few options, but I really like this one. My nude lining. And this is a close-up of my lace. So cute. I'm not sure which one to go with out of these two. I don't know if the bow is going to be too much. I definitely don't want to do gathers up here. I was originally going to do gathers, but because I'm going to have my shoulder piece that is going to cover it anyway, I didn't think there was any point. And I don't want to make it too busy and end up ruining the outfit. So I kind of want to keep the sleeves on the simple side. So maybe I should do this without this. What do you guys think? If I do this instead, so that is just a cuffed sleeve. Does that look better? I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I think I'm gonna go for that one, guys. So my patterns are done. The actual full dress piece is quite basic. It's just a maxi dress. The work is all about the drape work and the shoulder drape that I'm gonna do. So I did really want to keep the base simple because, as always, I don't have that much time. Now for the sleeve, I was conflicted. As you saw, I had a few different design ideas in my head, but I didn't want to overdo it. So I decided to do this kind of sleeve. It's similar to the mutton sleeve. It doesn't have gathers at the top because, of course, my shoulder drape is going to cover it. So I don't want too much puffiness at the top here. But I did spread the bottom, so we're going to get a nice gather at the cuff. So for the bodice, I've done just dart placement in the front and back. I did consider doing princess seams, so the seam all the way down, as well as a seam for the waist, but I don't want to put too many seams in this. Because I'm working with lace fabric on top of a contrasting lining, if any piece is slightly off, you're going to see the separation. I'm going to put the narrow lace trim to give a faux princess seam look anyway. So that's my patterns done. I really need to get on with cutting everything. So I need to cut my lining, bodice and sleeve, and my lace bodice and sleeve. I'm not sure whether to cut the black dupatta piece for the drape, because I think that is just more of an eyeballing thing. I'm going to make the base maxi dress first, try it on, and then I might just pin the drape to me while I'm wearing it. Now this has a zip in the back, so it's going to be easy to take on and off. So next step is cutting everything. I didn't actually show you what these two fabrics look like together. This is the nude, and this is the lace on top. So that's the kind of vibe we're going for. Doesn't look like much at this stage, but hopefully once I've cut it and put it together, it'll look a whole lot nicer. I'm going to start by cutting the lining, checking if it has a right way and a wrong way, and it does. One side has a slight sheen to it, which I don't know which side I prefer. I don't agree that you have to use what's considered the right side of the fabric. Depends what look you want to go for. I think I'll stick to the right side, it's fine. Really hoping I'm short enough for this fabric. Oh my god, just about. It's literally right at the edge. That's perfect. Look at that. Literally just about enough. Now the lace I'm only doing for the bodice, I'm not doing it for the sleeves. I just want the sleeves to be plain. Nude lining with the dupatta fabric. I don't know about nude lining. I wasn't sure whether to do nude lining for the sleeves or black lining, because I just want the sleeves to be very subtle. I also am not sure whether the lining for the sleeve should have been a standard sleeve. Now I feel like I should have done the nude lining in a standard sleeve and left the top piece to be like this mutton sleeve. I'm not sure. I don't want the nude lining for the sleeve to look too much like it's my skin, so maybe this is a good idea. I've cut it out anyway. If I need to recut it, I would need to go and get more fabric. So hopefully it works out. This is literally right to the edge. I don't mind if there's a little bit of black at the top. It's going to get covered by the drape piece, but I do not want any black edge at the bottom because we've got our lace, extra lace piece to go on the bottom there. So I need to bring this all the way up so it gets past that selvage edge. And I'm cutting the two back pieces first. Oh my god, it is, oh no, it's coming off the top. I'm gonna have to go down slightly. Oh, I just realised it's fine because that's in the seam allowance, so I can go further down. Okay, that works. So now. By the way, when I'm cutting fabric, do you prefer to see it from this angle or is the side fine? I'm just trying to figure out the best angles for you guys to see what I'm doing. Or do you feel like it doesn't matter? So my pieces are all cut out. It doesn't look like much, I know. It's not screaming, I'm back, but we'll get there slowly but surely. I've cut everything out. I managed to cut the lining and the lace fabric out. The lace was a bit tricky to cut because it's raised, has a tiny tube-like structure, but hopefully when it's fitted, it's going to look super cute. So the bodice is nude with lace, and then for the sleeves, I've done nude lining, and then the dupatta fabric for the top. Now I don't know 100% if I like it because when I'm putting this next to each other, it looks almost mismatch. Oh, actually, it doesn't look too bad, does it? Hopefully, once this is gathered in, this is going to be like a puff sleeve like this. Hopefully that won't look too bad. So I'm very behind. Cutting should have taken me an hour. Instead it took me an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And because of the way I want to do the drape work, I need to stitch all my lines in separate pieces. I have half an hour. In half an hour, I need to do the zip, the darts, the shoulders, add the sleeves in, and hem the bottom, as well as stitch one side of the side seam. That's a lot. I don't think I'm going to get that done all today, but let's see how we go on. But I'm going to make the best of it. The one thing I don't want to do is rush it and mess it up. So first step, putting the zip in. Okay, so my zip is in. Don't believe me that there's actually a zip in here? Let me show you. Looks so seamless and gorgeous. Now it's time for the darts, shoulders, sleeves, hem, lace, left side seam. Don't think I'm gonna get all that done, but I at least want to get the darts, shoulders, and maybe the lining hem. Wish me luck. The first disaster has struck. I didn't check which side was the right side and wrong side of the lace for the front piece, and I've stitched in the darts, and the lace is the wrong way around. You can't tell too much, but I can tell, so I can't. I've got to unpick it. I'm like almost out of time. I've got to unpick it and do it again. I wanted to get darts, shoulders, and hem done, but because I'm having to unpick this, I think I'm only going to get as far as redoing the dart and adding the shoulders in. Every project happens like this. This happens with every project. The disasters are beginning. Now it's very subtle, but this is actually the wrong side. It's a little more shiny and it doesn't have the raised pieces, whereas the right side looks like this with the raised pieces. Can you see that? So if I put them side by side, you might be able to see better. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. Time to unpick and do it again. So I managed to fix the darts and I also managed to get the shoulders in. So that's looking super cute. That's the front. With the darts, it's giving it a little something, but it's still pretty boring. The back has my zip in, which you absolutely cannot see. I love that. So if we put her on the mannequin, this is what she's looking like so far. So that is me done for today. Tomorrow I need to get on with the hemline, possibly attach this piece to it. I have an idea of how I'm going to do it. I don't know whether to stitch it on or stitch it under the lining so it peeks out, and maybe even gather it up and do it. So it's got like a frill look. I don't know if that's going to be too much. I don't want to overdo it, but I could put that in last if I wanted to. So tomorrow I need to finish off the hem, only stitch the left side seam, get in my hip drape, finish the right side, and work on the shoulder drape. So a lot of drape work tomorrow. So I shall see you tomorrow. So it is day 2 of getting on with the outfit, and today we need to get the sleeves in, get the side seam in on one side, half the side seam on the other side, and start adding in our hip drape, which I'm super excited but also nervous to do because drape work can either take 2 minutes or 2 hours. Now the plan today is to get almost all of it done to the point where I can try it on. Now here's mistake number 1. I made my pattern and didn't test it out on 12 fabric. I've made it straight into this fabric. I really should have tested it first, but I haven't. It's my own fault if it doesn't fit, but I'm praying that my years of expertise come in handy here. So let's start getting this to a point where I can try it on. Next thing we need to do is add in the sleeves. By the way, when it comes to the sleeves, I'm not 100% if I'm liking the plain sleeve with the nude lining. I don't know if it's looking cohesive enough, or if it looks like just a completely different piece attached. So I'm gonna do it and see what it looks like. So that is my one sleeve stitched in. This is what it's going to look like. Has it come out nice? Yes. Do I like it? Debatable. I'm not 100% how I feel about this. It, like, what? Do you see what I mean? Like, what is going on here? I don't know if I like it. It's not supposed to have this many wrinkles in it. And also it feels weirdly tight at the elbow, which it shouldn't because everything has been measured. I don't know whether the whole sleeve just needs to be looser, including here. I feel like this is a bit tight. I don't know, maybe if I stand up. No, don't like it. Do I just keep going? Maybe I should loosen it slightly. I'll loosen it slightly, do the other one, add it to my dress, and then see. So this is what I have so far. The fact that I've done the sleeves a different fabric to the bodice makes this outfit look kind of edgy way, so I don't think I 100% like it. But the silhouette of the sleeve is exactly what I was going for. However, I don't really like this thick cuff elastic, so I'm wondering whether to turn it into a balloon sleeve, make the lining tight, and keep the top fabric separate and loose. Maybe that will look better. Now the hemline is also done. Now it's time for the drape. So I think I'm gonna keep it on and then pin the drape on. I'm doing the hip drape. Once it's trapped in, I'm going to stitch down this side seam. And that's everything I need to get done today. So I'm pretty happy with my progress. If I have time, I might just try and attempt the shoulder drape. Now I'm in two minds whether to do the shoulder drape as a separate piece on top, just like the inspiration picture, or make it look like a Scandinavian dupatta style and have it so it covers this area and then goes over the shoulder like a dupatta or a sari pallu and is long. I like the idea of that, but whenever it comes to Western outfits, I always do that mix of drape and then over the shoulder, so it always ends up being sari mixed. But let me know what you think. This is finally starting to come together, so next step is the most exciting one, the hip drape. I need more fabric. I knew this was going to happen. This gather piece, I got 5 yards of it, but it's not enough. I just about need enough for the shoulder drape. So I'm going to use all of this that I need for this, and then I'm just going to have to go and get some more tomorrow. But it's fine, we're doing well. Time to very carefully cut the piece that I need for this and unpin it. This is usually the part where it all goes wrong, so wish me luck. Who is she? So much sass, so much drama. I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. So this drape piece is all in. I managed to get that in. There is one piece that I need to lift up slightly more. This area was dragging too much in front and covering a lot of the lace. So I have got this bit to fix. I need to lift up all this extra fabric, so I need to open the side and just push it in, to be honest, and not that deep. I did manage to go get the fabric. I got double what I thought I needed, just in case. I don't really want to make a trip again, even though they're absolutely amazing in there. And because this has a line that goes a certain way and certain areas that have this on, I wanted to make sure I had enough to work with. So now this is going to go here. Gathered up here. And to be honest, with this in, it makes the sleeves look so much better and cohesive, because this is going to drape slightly off the shoulder as well. So it's really going to bring it together. I'll bring the bust area to here. I'm feeling positive. All that's left now is to alter this area, fit it slightly while I'm at it, the drape, neck, and adding the lace pieces at the front. And that's it, it's done. Now I have about half an hour to do all of that, so let's get cracking. I'm not sure, I'm in two minds whether to drape this on and just stitch it like that, like I did for this piece, or actually go ahead and make a pattern for it. To be honest, I think I'm going to make a pattern, so let's go ahead and do that. Also, side note, what do we think of my outfit? Did we like it? I'm trying to dress more in my color season, and cream instead of white is my color. Brown instead of black is my color. I can put brown on the body, but not around the face too much. And also I've started wearing heels. I really want to be a casual heel wearer, and I completely forgot that I have free will because I work for myself. So yeah, what do we think of this whole outfit? Anyway, let's get back onto this. So this is my pattern piece for the shoulder drape piece. It's basically a variation of a cowl neck, but it just does not look right to me. So instead of putting it in the fabric, I'm gonna go ahead and make a 12. This is gonna put a dent into my timing, but I'd rather get it right than put the fabric wrong. This should go like this. This whole area should gather and it should really sit around the shoulders. But right now it doesn't look like much. So let's give it a go. I'm gonna quickly make it in 12 fabric and then see what it looks like. This is the piece. I am so glad I did it in scrap fabric first because this is not giving anything at all. I just look like I'm wearing a cape, which is not what I wanted. I want all the gathers in there. So it's time for option 2, which is just to drape it and stitch it, just like I did for the hip piece. So yeah, this is not working. Right, well, that's all I have time for today. Later on, I'm going to revisit the drape piece, add the lace, and do all the mini alterations, and then it's done. And I can't wait to show you the end result, which will be at the end of this video. So this is the other idea I had for the drape, a rhombus kind of shape. I just realized I kind of feel like this guy. And this is the result, and it looks terrible. I've gathered this up. This is supposed to kind of come up tight here and create a drape, but it's really not working. So I am just going to have to, that was my last attempt at trying to make a pattern because I really wanted to figure it out, but I'm just gonna have to drape it and work with that. So I've gone ahead and super locked the edge of this. What I didn't think about is how on earth I'm going to get my head in this. The outfit has a zip in the back and I haven't put any opening at the back of this. This hole is too small to get my head in. So this might have to just be a separate piece that just goes over the top and I'm going to have to cut into it, which I didn't want to do. I kind of just wanted to fold it like this so it just sits folded. But that's a disaster. That's another thing to fix. I've done one side like this. The gathers look so cute. I've just got to go ahead and do the other side. You can see I've already super locked the edge. I've just got to make it gathered like that and hopefully then try it on and see what it looks like. There we are. So that is complete. That looks like a super cute 90s top. I'm really happy with the drape. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, moment of truth, 2 things. Whether I can get it over my head and whether I can even move my arms in it because it's literally going to be a piece that goes around the shoulder. Look at that drape, it looks so gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead, attempt to get this over my head. If not, I have to cut into it, which I really don't want to do because then I have to finish that seam. And I'm kind of at my wit's end with it. Even though it's gone quite well, I want it to be over. Attempting to get this on my head without ripping it as well because I'm working with such a dainty fabric. Surely it'll stretch because I've cut it on the bias. Oh my God, it's not gonna budge. I have to think of something else. I mean, if I hadn't finished off the edges, I could have had like a zip on the side, on the shoulder. I've already finished it off. Unless I just cut into this just slightly on one side, so that'll be the front of it. Let's try it. I don't want to cut down too far. Just do about 3 centimeters. So it's according to my back seam allowance, but it's actually going on the front. Right, attempt 2. I don't know if that's made any difference, to be honest. Okay, now I'm just lost. Okay, it has made a little bit of a difference, but not enough. Oh my gosh, oh, it's hot in there. Right, let me just cut it a little bit more. And I have to cut it where I can feel the pull. I feel like it's gonna end up cutting it too low. This is like not the correct method of cutting at all. I think now that is about the depth of my neckline at the front. Right, attempt number 3. I really should just place this down and cut the front and back neck out instead. That'll be my next attempt if I can't get this on. Yeah, that's not any better. Right, time to cut the front and back neck out. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut the neck piece without cutting too much. This is according to the front and back neckline. Let's go ahead and try it on now. Hopefully it just tucks under. It's a teeny bit. Oh, okay, well, that's not bad. Oh, I'll put it on inside out. Never mind, just for the look of it, it's the same. Where's the other side? Where's the back of it? Hello? Okay. That's there, that's there. The back doesn't feel like I have a back. Okay. Oh. I think maybe it'll look better when I have my full outfit on, but okay, I think I like it. What do we think? And I haven't even had to use that much fabric, but we've got so much gorgeous drape in here. I like that it sits quite high. This is where I wanted it to stop, so I can move my arms but still get this look. Oh my gosh, I think I really like it. I'm not going to show you this on the outfit until I'm completely ready and photo shooting it, because that is literally the last step. Adding this to the neckline. In fact, this is going to be a separate piece now, so this is done. I'm not actually going to finish off the edges. Naughty, I know. But because it's so draped, it actually just naturally curls under. So it's one less thing to do, otherwise I'd be here forever. So, finishing off the neck, adding the lace trim to the bodice, and just the minor fitting alterations. The next time you see me, I'll be completely in my she's back outfit.